This is the book of Psalms, chapter 38, verse 12. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. And we can see exactly what these devils are up to, and it's up to, the men of the Lord, the prophets, to give warning to our people, the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our fellow brethren that were scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's our job to give warning of the things to come. First and foremost, before we get into this lesson, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me. Push the button. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught us the truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And hope and pray that this lesson be edifying to the elect. So, I got two articles today that just came out, fresh off the press, so to speak. November 17th, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, as coined by the beloved Apostle Tahar. And this from the People's Voice. This first one, it says, UK begins rolling out digital IDs for citizens to prove their status. I want to read a little bit of this. It says the British government has begun rolling out digital IDs in the UK, insisting that citizens require the digital identification in order to prove their status and gain access to convenient services. And brothers have went into this word convenient before, which means in the Google, fitting and well with a person's needs, activities, and plans. If you look at the online etymology of the word, it reads, from late 14th century, fit, suitable, proper, affording accommodations, opportune, favorable. And it says to come together, meet together, assembly, unite, join, combine, agree with, right? So that's pretty much, to come together, one, world order, right? And they always use it under the guise of convenience, So it says the Labour government is introducing a digital ID program targeting 250,000 military veterans under a veteran card initiative. The dystopian plan is being pitched as a means of simplifying access to services. Just as the scriptures say, they're always they go crouching, take good heed of them. Never trust thine enemy. Their words are smoother than butter, yet were they drawing swords. And what's that, Psalms 55, if I'm not mistaken. So that's these devils for you, man. They're saying they're coming to help you. Oh, well, that's what I think it was Reagan said, the 9, if I'm not mistaken, 9 most terrifying words in the English language is I'm from the government, I'm here to help, right? Because these devils are always plotting and planning and trying to destroy, man, laying snares, laying traps. So it says this dystopian plan is being pitched as a means of simplifying access to services such as NHS healthcare, housing support via the Fortitude program, job opportunities, discounted public transportation, and other benefits. However, critics see the rollout as a precursor to implementing a broader, controversial digital ID system for all systems. They claim veterans are being used as guinea pigs to normalize digital IDs. Exactly. And they have to, use something called gradualism, as I know a lot of you brothers and sisters are aware of. So just like a serpent, stalking its prey, they have to move in slowly, inch closer and closer and closer before they strike. So before they push, completely push this out to the masses, they got to get people used to hearing certain things, used to seeing certain things, like Pompeii. We're going to go, this whole lesson goes into the RFID, the micro C-hip. So them introducing people paying with their palm is already getting people used to seeing people pay with their hand, man. So once they roll out the micro C-hips and people are walking around with them shits in their hands, it won't be a shock to people because they've already been started to be conditioned, you know, to seeing these things. And that's how these devils operate, man. They get people acclimated, just like, you know, we always talk about with a fish in a fish tank. You know, for your brothers and sisters to have fish or a fish tank, you know, you can't just go to the fish store, you know, the pet store, and you know, buy fish. They put them in a bag for you, and you bring them home and just open the bag and dump them right in there. No, the fish will die. You know, you have to let them sit in the water inside the bag, put the bag inside the water at your fish tank, and let it sit so they get acclimated to the water, to the temperature of that water, and then you cut the bag open after a few minutes or what have you, and put the fish in there. So now they're good and they're used to the temperature of the water. So it's the same thing with the masses, man. You know, they gotta get people used to the idea of seeing certain things before they roll it out on the planet, man. You know, so people, it won't be a shock to people's system. They'll already be like, oh well, you know, so and so has it already, and it's not. He said it's not that bad, and so and so. You know, kind of the same thing with the CV, man. You know, the jump shots. It's the same idea. People are used to hearing that now because it was pretty much drilled in everybody's head over and over and over again from goddamn devil Fauci, man. But anyway, continuing on, it says to normalize digital IDs, a concept many oppose due to privacy and surveillance concerns. And that's exactly what it is, man. These devils want to be as the Most High, so they want to be able to track and trace and monitor everything. You know, that's what these devils are about. It says critics point out the irony of Blair's involvement, giving his prior policies that many argue exacerbated global migration issues. The debate underscores growing public apprehension over the potential long-term implications of digital identification systems, right? So even here in Babylon, you know, they're talking about that as well, of course. And, you know, speaking of migration in the other article, that would be a way that they could introduce it to the masses, is saying that everybody needs that because there's all these undocumented people, you know, in the country. And I watched, I believe it was Redacted, they were saying that somebody was reporting that a lot of the migrants were coming in and they were just dropping their IDs, from whatever country they came from, and just leaving them on the ground and just taking off. So I mean, you know, we're not ignorant of, let's get that. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we could see, you know, the watchmen could see how they could easily use that crisis, as they say, never let a good crisis go to waste, right? They could use that crisis to their advantage and say that that's the reason why they need to have these digital IDs, get people used to being on a grid, on a system, and then ultimately have everybody see it, man. You know. So let's read a little bit of this one. It says, this is from Natural News. This is published a couple of days ago. It says, U.S. states are passing internet age verification laws as a cover to compel people into using digital IDs. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. It says more and more nations are installing internet age verification systems for people who want to access adult content on the web under the guise of protecting children, right? So it's always, you know, saying, you know, the scripture was said in Daniel, I believe, through peace they shall destroy many. So they're always coming, you know, crouching, you know, and like they're humble, like they care, but meanwhile they're trying to destroy people, man. You know. It says, however, experts are warning that online age verification systems may pave the way to the full implementation, of digital IDs that can keep track of people's online habits. These laws that enforce online age verification for access to adult internet content are being considered as traps for the rolling out of complete content-based and personalized government control of internet access. And you can see exactly how these devils are doing it, or how they could go about it. Psalms 37:12, the wicked plotteth against the just, right? So ultimately, they want to monitor the internet for multiple different reasons, but one of the main reasons is just to keep this word from coming out, man. Because the scriptures say there'd be a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, which there is going to be a famine of bread as well, and water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, man. There's going to be a point in time where the Lord is going to take his men off the internet, man, and off the highways and byways, man. And that's when all out hell is about to break loose, man. And we can see it. And these devils are putting all their pieces, getting everything squared away before they make their move, man. It says Psalms 37:12, the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth, right? And the scriptures say that, Revelation 12:12, they shall come down with great wrath because they know that they have but a short time. It says, critics and concerned citizens are now questioning how these internet age verification requirements will work and where they will begin. It says the current leading edge of attempts to legislate ID requirements for internet access takes the form of laws requiring age verification for access to adult internet content, noted Edward Hasbrook, writing for Papers, Please, trying to use age verification for adult web content as the basis for internet ID requirements is a national and international trend. Many U.S. states have enacted or are considering laws like this. Right, so they want to be able to track and trace what everybody's doing online. So if you have to sign in every time you use the internet, and it's literally linked to you, just like at work, if you have a computer and you have to sign in, or somebody at a supermarket, like the cashier, they have to sign in. So whoever's using that register at that time, it's linked to that person. So it's no different than what these devils are planning on doing with the internet. So if you have to sign in every time you get on, you go to, online period, go to YouTube, anything that you're doing online, you have to sign in every time you open your phone. However, these devils plan on doing it. Everything that you do throughout the course of the day, the comments you leave, the videos you like, the videos you dislike, the amount of videos you watch, the type of videos that you watch, how often you watch them. So all that would be tracked and traced, and they will be able to have a profile on everybody. They already have a form of it, and that's how they advertise to people, looking at data and all that stuff. But this will be even more intrusive, for lack of a better word, man. And that's what these devils want, man. It says several states already requiring age verifications to access adult internet content. So far, 19 states have already passed age verification laws. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, and Virginia. The latest and 19th state to pass this law was Kentucky back in early April. So it's coming. It's coming, man. This MOTB is indeed on its way, man. In the hour of temptation, like the scriptures say, man. So let me see. Yeah, that's that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty lengthy article, but it just kind of goes into more detail about these different states and what have you. But these are the times that we're living in, man. These devils are going to begin to come down with great wrath because they know that they have but a short time. This is Isaiah. Matter of fact, let's do this. But this is what's ultimately coming, man. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? So they have to get everybody linked to the internet. Old people, young people, people in jail, people that are free. And one way to start the process is to have these digital IDs, man. Have people have digital ID, and then they're floating, they have this link to the system already. So then they can give them digital money, and then ultimately have them C-hipped. So then they literally become a part of the internet. That's why they have the thing called Internet of Things. Where your TV can communicate with the refrigerator communicate with the fucking the little I forget what it's called. The little thing, the circle thing that cleans up the floors, the little vacuum thing that can communicate, with the computer or your tablet or whatever. And now they want people to literally be able to communicate with the devices and be on this grid, system. That's what these devils are up to, man. And he says, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, an implantable rice device, in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So you have people that are already walking around on this earth that have, a C-hip, a micro C-hip, implanted under their skin. And then you have, Elon Musk's Neuralink, where, they're putting C-hips in people's brains, man. So it's here, man. This is real. And that no man might buy or sell save, meaning except he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So your people will not be able to participate in society unless they have this, because the fiat currency is basically out of here, man. And people are already used to spending money digitally. Like my son has a PS5, and he loves Fortnite. So he could buy they call it V-Bucks. He could buy it directly online, like on the video game. Just put your card information in and push the button, and boom, takes the shit right out your account, and he's happy, and you're the parents broke or got less money. You know what I mean? People using tap to pay, with their phone. People using their watches. So people are already conditioned for this to be rolled out. They just need a little bit. Well, how did Joker say it at the time? They just need a little push. So a crisis like the migrant crisis is a perfect way for them to roll this out. But we just have to wait and see. Just have to wait and see. This is Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. And this is why it's so important. Let me get that. This is why it's so important, for us to teach this word. This is 1 Timothy 4 and 16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, right? As the scriptures say, blow you the trumpet, But if it makes an uncertain sound, then how would the people know to get ready for battle? Roughly paraphrasing, man. So we're blowing the trumpet, giving the warning, and making the correct tune, man. Playing the correct tune, singing the correct song, so our people, can get ready for that hour of temptation and make themselves ready for the battle, man. Because Satan is coming with it, man. These Edomites, the elites, they're not going to go out without a fight, man. So you have to be mentally, spiritually prepared, continue to watch as well as pray, because these things are coming, man, upon the whole earth. It says, 1 Timothy 4:16, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them. For in doing this thou shalt, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee, man. So this is no joke. This is no joke. The things that are coming down the pike, man. Excuse me. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. So it's coming, man. And the only way to get out of it, to be safe from it, is to truly believe in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. And pray in those names in truth and sincerity, man. And hope that you're part of the elect, you know, the elect of the nation of Israel, and that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi will have mercy upon you and your family, man. That's the only way out. The only way out. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much the point right there. You know, just wanted to give warning, you know, to you brothers and, you know, sincere sisters out there. These devils are ready to come rolling, man. Scriptures say that they were, Satan, how's it go? The beast was wroth with the woman. You know, the beast being NATO and the EU. Right? The UK is part of that. And the woman is the nation of Israel, in particular the elect of the nation of Israel, man. You know, but they're going to come down with great wrath. And they're putting all their pieces together right before our very eyes, man. So watch as well as pray. Be circumspect, you know. And keep your head on the swivel, man, because it's about to get hectic out here, man. So I hope and pray that this lesson was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And salutations, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. I want to say a Baba Ball and Kwam Yasharala. Hey, shalom. To the next one.